To what extent is it possible for pro teams to plan the first 3 to 6 levels step by step with consistency? 100% of times if they want to. If every single player buys into the plan, they can recreate every single game, levels minute 1 to 15. Well, maybe not 15, but pretty much minute 1 to 8, you can recreate with minion waves every single game. I guarantee it. Now, is that the right thing to do? It probably isn't, by the way. Like, you might think that that's a good thing. That's not necessarily a good thing. What if someone plays really poorly and you can kill them, but because you're so busy about no consistency, no, you end up missing a free kill? Would that be good? No, it wouldn't. So don't misunderstand. Consistency isn't always good. Consistency can be good. How many teams? None, because of what I just explained to you. If you indoctrinate the thought of don't take any risks, then your team is also not going to take risks that pay off. Like playing poker and never taking a risk, you're never going to win a table. Not once in your life. Are you going to make profit over a small sample size? Maybe. But you're never going to win tables never taking risks. It's just not how these games work. Same with chess. Are you ever going to beat people reliably over a large portion of games? If you're at a high level, right? We're talking pro. If pro chess players never take risks, they will never win. They'll draw at best. Or they will play against someone that blunders and then beat them, right? But still, you'll just draw most of the time. Hilly coin flips. Not early game. But yeah, he does later in the game, I agree. He takes risks. So you're saying I should perma-dive laner? I'm saying that you can. I'm saying that sometimes it will pay off and sometimes you'll lose the game on the spot. Just like the self-pin that Ding Liren did. I didn't watch the game, but yeah. Again, if you took a risk, like again, if he won the championship, it's probably because at some point he took risks. I'm not saying like there is a difference between taking bad and stupid risks and taking good risks. There is a large difference, okay? But still. I'm good. I'm not interested in poker. I don't like gambling. And I don't have enough interest in poker to get good enough at poker to have it not be gambling. Because I do think you can reach a certain skill level to reach a point where you're no longer gambling and you're actually just winning on average. I do think you can do that in poker. I mean, it's been proven, right? That's why there's professional poker players. But yeah, it's not it for me. Chess, same thing. I'm just not interested enough to study the theory for it. I enjoy chess. I love the game, but at the end of the day, all the theory required to get into it is just not something I want to sit down and read and understand all the fucking time. It just doesn't interest me enough. It's fun without theory, yeah, but I'm bad at it, and if I don't study theory, I'll continue to be bad at it because I need to study the theory to get decent enough at it. That's why I don't like it too much. I don't like to think of games as better or worse strategy games. They're just options. I did not watch the Chess World Championship, no. I'll be fair with you, kind of because Magnus didn't decide to participate, you know? Like, if the world champion isn't there to play, then, you know, Mickey Mouse Championship, you know what I'm saying? And I know it's not like that, and he earned it, and he played against really fucking good players, but my point is like, I'm not big into chess to the point where I love every single player. Like, I watch chess because I want to watch the best player play, and if the best player doesn't play, I'm not enough into chess to go watch it. Like, let's put it this way, like, do I want to watch LCK right now? Like, do I want to watch, let's say now, after splitting split, Genji doesn't participate in the split, and, or let's say they participate during the split, they're still clearly the best team, and then they decide, we're not playing the finals, I'm not interested. I'm instantly going to lose interest in the finals, because it's like, oh, I'm watching second and third play for first. I'm not watching first and second playing for first. You know what I mean? Like, what? Imagine in the NBA, you play a whole season, they're clearly the best, right? And then they're like, we're not playing the finals. Y'all are shit. Literally. I don't know how else to describe what happened on my, like, I don't know how else to describe what he did, you know, but that's literally what he said, no? Like, that's what not participating means. Like, it's not even worth moving the pieces against y'all. Waste of my time. He had issues with the format too? Sure, yeah. I'm sure there's you know, reasons why you wouldn't participate. Like, I'm not saying that he doesn't have grounds to not play. It's one of the reasons why I'm in chess. It is allowed to do that, I guess. I don't know, it's no other sport that I know of. You can just decide not to show up and not just instantly resign your position as the best in the world. If you don't show up to play, you just lose. You know, like, I don't feel like that's the case in chess, as far as I'm aware. No, I mean, it's fine. Like, I respect that he has other things to do in life. I'm just saying that, like, people still regard him as the best in the world, even though he's not playing. I don't know any other sport where you can just decide, I'm not playing this one. Exactly, like, that's my point, right? He's literally saying, like, if this guy plays, I think it's worth my time to play against him. But if these guys win, I don't care. Am I talking about Magnus? I was, yeah. It's kind of weird that there's an undisputed best chess player in the world and also a world champion. That's exactly my point. As far as I'm aware, this is the only sport where you are an individual solo sport, right? So it is one-on-one, right? It's like in StarCraft. I'm pretty sure the guy that wins BlizzCon is considered to be the best, or whatever tournament's like the big tournament. I don't know which tournament's the big tournament because I don't watch, but you get my point, right? It's like it's weird to me to think that the person winning the main event isn't considered to be the best because the best decided not to show up, and that's okay. I don't know if you watch, but in snooker, Sullivan's like the Magnus of snooker. But my point, like, exactly, right? So if Sullivan decides not to show up, is he still considered to be the best, even though he didn't play the World Championship? And not in the sense of like, oh, he is the GOAT, you know? Like, there's a difference between being the greatest of all time and like being an active player that's playing right now and decides not to play and can just hop in whenever he feels like. I don't know of any sport. I think it's just curious. If he doesn't show up, then he's not the best right now, obviously. But what I'm saying is, like, the chess doesn't say, like, lol, obviously. Chess is like, oh, Magnus didn't decide to play? Cool, happy for him. Let's see who number 2 and 3 are and see who wins. But still, everyone's like, oh yeah, he's still the best. No, without a question of, like, without a doubt, you know, not even close. And it's just funny to me that that's the case, you know? Like, it's funny to me that there's a sport that works that way. He has around 8 world titles? Yeah, you can be the GOAT, you know? Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think being the current best and being the GOAT is, like, the same thing at all. Insecurity drooping off this player. Alright, want another one here? Boom.